can sleep under the stars. We can sleep under the stars. Under the stars.
Alright guys, if you were watching this last night, we had a really successful Horde night at this very location. The problem is, even though it was night 14, we didn't have on running zombies. So as well as the Horde night went, we're not sure it works exactly for a running Horde. So I'm going to rebuild our build. That sounds funny. I'm going to rebuild the place as we have it and spawn in a day 14 Horde and see how easy it is when they're running. I'm going to go through and show you what we take out, what needs done. I've already started a little bit. I've started clearing this out because this all needs to be clear. What we're going to do is we're going to run a path up this way. They're going to come around here, and then they're going to go up a set of stairs here onto the roof. And that is where the real fun starts. So I'm going to get building on that, and I will be back in a little bit. Okay, so when the downstairs is done, this is what it should look like. You should walk in, there should be a 2-space gap here. Got a long hallway here. Come around. And then you got stairs leading up to the open roof. Now, breaking through this ceiling is a pain in the ass, but it can be done even at low levels. This is actually based on a base that I made at a Shamway for my 7-day Horde night. So you can break through this. It takes a long time. You do have to be dedicated, but trust me, it is worth it. Up here, there's going to be a path we're going to build for them. I'm going to go take care of that, and I'll show you that in just a moment. And here we are with the almost finished product. Looks a little bit different, doesn't it? The sign has been transformed into this. All you got to do to get rid of this sign is get up there and put a wood block on it. It'll fall, or you can get up there and take it down normally to get all the resources from it if you want. I'm not smart enough to do that. I always put a block on it and just watch it fall. It is important to note that you can upgrade the whole thing. I just left that back part cobblestone because that's how it was in our build. Everything else is basically how it was when we did it. We upgraded as much as we could to concrete so that cop spit wouldn't take us down. So we're going to come in here. All of this is going to be lined. This whole hallway is going to be lined all the way up with this barbed wire. That helps to slow the zombies down. This whole wall will be done that way too. And then this will be left open. They will come up this way. This wall will be open, but this whole wall, this whole side wall, and then in between on both sides of this narrow path, there's going to be barbed wire that helps slow them down. This is a recreation of our living quarters on our game. It's exactly how it is. I think it might be one wider this way, but I wasn't sure if this was necessary or not, so I put it up there. You'll also see we upgraded all of that to flagstone or cobblestone, whatever the hell the second one is. That's so when you're shooting, because we're going to be standing over there on that sign, when we're shooting, we're not destroying all of our stuff inside. The only thing I didn't recreate is we have a garden back here. So, yeah, the zombies, you put up this, go 2 away from the stairs, and start a wall all the way around. You want it 2 wide so that there's enough room for zombies to get through. The stairs here are not necessary. That was actually just something I did for aesthetics. This wall right here, I know it's ugly, but again, it's a recreation of what we have. I will eventually fix that to make it look pretty. But the reason this is here and this high is because if it's not, the spiders can jump up onto the awning. So we put that there so the spiders can't jump up. This little bridge you make here, that's out of wood because you're going to want to be able to pick it up. And then we have our little cage, which has the railing out there, which is only to hold this railing up because Fun Pimps haven't given us a corner bar yet. But you're going to make just a little cage. That's to keep the vultures off you. They can still come in the sides and this back here, but it severely limits their ability to get to you. And most of the time they get stuck on the top and you just reach up and shoot them. The only thing left to do is to put in all the traps. So we'll put in the barbed wire, and we put some traps down around the bottom there. The one thing I do want to point out is you don't have to upgrade this whole sign. I mean, that's mostly for cop spit, but that bottom there, you want to upgrade that as soon as you can, because if the zombies start beating on that, it will take down your whole defense. The other thing is when you're in this, when you're up here, if you come back to this part, the zombies won't path how you want them to. Instead, they're going to start attacking the bottom of the sign there, and you don't want to do that. So during the actual Horde night, you want to be in the cage so that they'll path how you want them to. And I'll show you where they'll path in just a little bit. I'm going to go set up the rest of the traps and get our day set, and we'll see how this works out with our running zombies. Oh, I forgot to take out the windows. These windows, it's not important whether you take them out or not, but we do have rebar frames in there, so I'll go ahead and do that too. And I'll be back and show you the final product before Horde night. Okay, and here's what it looks like as best I can recreate with the traps up. We have wooden traps at the bottom with as much barbed wire as we can get around it. For the record, guys, barbed wire is far more important to this build than those traps are. Those traps will get beaten down pretty easily, but we got some barbed wire in the middle there so that the zombies who break through there end up still getting slowed down. The slowdown is what's important here, guys. We really only have a couple of these. We probably should have made more of them, but we ran out of time. So those traps are actually for zombies who fall down. If they die on them, it costs you experience, but it does help with the overwhelming numbers. Out back, we got rid of everything, took off the bottom 2 layers of the ladder so we can jump up there. Sealed up that door, and this door over here just has the barbed wire. Now, we also put barbed wire on the inside of the bay door there, which isn't really a door, it's just made to look like one. You can come in through the bottom. You just have to be very careful with the 2 sets of barbed wire like that. As long as you're in the middle of them, you're fine. It just slows you down. You don't take any damage. I have a bad habit of hitting the barbed wire, so I try to stay away from it. Anyway, this is the finished product, basically. All we got to do now is get me some armor, because I'm not wearing any, and advance a couple of days and see what happens. See if this will work with a running horde. I'm going to shut myself in here, get dressed, and we'll be back in just a few minutes. Now, the one mistake I know we made, we did not solidify the front very much, and we should have actually opened up the entire... We have the one door open. We should open the other door and taken out the space in between it. The object is to give the zombies room to run where they don't stack up on top of each other, but using the barbed wire to slow them down so they kind of trickle at you. Like I said, with the running zombies off, it worked perfect. It was such a beautiful night. We just sat here and popped zombies all night. I'm interested to see what happens with the running zombies. Now remember, I have to stay in this cage and pretty much at the beginning, at the front of the cage, to make sure they all filter in that front door like I want them to. Also, guys, I do have the gamma way up so you can see what's going on. Normal blood moon, you wouldn't see that. Oh, look, we got a straggler. He wants to die first before the horde even starts. Let's see. See how he's getting stuck over there? Oh, whoops. Helps if you reload the weapon. Okay. All right, we got the cops coming in. Oof, lots of runners. Wow. Get my gun set up and get ready. Now, it'd be ideal to get the cops out here. You really don't want them exploding inside. We had a problem on our night. One of them exploded right in the doorway and blew up a whole bunch of stuff. But here they come. Let's see. You're still going to want to prioritize the cops. It actually might work out better for us that the cops are running into the building, because we don't have... Last night they were... Since they were walking so slow, they kept shooting spit up at us rather than coming up here. We were taking care of them on the ground. Oh, I hear our first. Where you at? I heard a vulture. Oh well, no big deal. Yeah, see, they just walk through that path. If you miss them, what they do is they come up here, they run, they drop down onto spikes, and either die or get up and start running in again. And they just... Hello. There's some pretty thick birds when you can shoot them that many times and they don't die. But the cage works great. Look at this. Yes, even with running zombies, this setup is working amazing. Chances are you're not going to have 1,000 bullets, so you're going to want to choose your shots better than I'm doing right here. I'm just trying to clear out the horde. By the way, the horde we had last night was probably the biggest one we've ever had. And that's with us going well over day 70 in our other playthroughs on Alpha17. And yeah, they kept coming all night. Our horde, I think we had a 24 count, and they kept coming all the way until 3 o'clock or 3:30 in the morning. Oh, got a cop over there. Still want to make sure... I don't think if we lost a couple of spaces, it would be too bad. But if those cops take out too much, it will destroy the whole point of this. And you want to try not to let the zombies fall down there because you don't get the XP for it. Oh, look, she died. We did get a little bit stronger zombies last night. We had a lot more cops. I think the first round of cops, we got like 6 of them. 2 of them were irradiated. We had a couple of whites. We had a couple of irradiated... what are they called? Spiders. I'm sorry. Trying to shoot these guys and think, and it's... Apparently I can't walk and chew bubblegum at the same time. Oh! Oh! Cops. And see, that is why you want this as upgraded as you can, because they will spit that, and yeah, they'll just, their spit just destroys crap. Now we're gonna want to make sure we'll probably ignore these guys here for a second and wait for that irradiated cop to get up the top of the stairs here. I want to take him out. But see how long it takes them in there? Because they slowly go across that first wall. It helps stagger them a bit, and then they get to run and... oh, what the heck? Oh, here comes that first. There they are. 2 cops at once. That is not good if one of them blows up. Reload. Oh, no, no, no. Oh. Yep, he blew up some of the barbed wire there. You can see them where they get just a tiny bit of a fast run. But yeah, it looks like this is working just as well with the running zombies. Man, look how many more we got coming. Keep coming, guys. Keep coming. And you see my health, even with those spitting zombies, hasn't gone down really at all. These guys can't even touch us. We haven't had a spider yet. Sometimes the spiders will jump over here. They tend to just fall off the wall. We had one last night. He was like right there and jumped and went way over there for some reason. Might want to work on the pathing there a little bit, but yeah, this setup, like I said, we came across it accidentally. I was on a shamway. I built the stairs up like that, and I had my first horde night, and I wasn't ready for it, so I made myself a little path onto the sign, and I watched the zombies just keep running over and jumping off the building. So I got together with Satsu and we discussed it and we tried a few things, and he came up with this trench here. The trench that they're all getting stuck on that just makes it so we can, like, shoot fish in a barrel. Oh, where you at? Where you at? I hear you. Oh, hello. Alright. So yeah, the vultures, they can't even touch you. And there you go. Horde Night. Alright guys, let's go check out the damage. Believe it or not, even with that cop exploding, not much damage happened over here. Got a little bit of damage to the floor. Whoops, got too close to the barbed wire there. And if we come down the stairs, they took out some of the iron right there. And they... God damn it, that barbed wire. I told you guys I get caught on that all the time. They took out a couple of the rebar frames there, and that is it. There's really no other damage to this place that wasn't already here, because they follow this path and just stand there and let us kill them. So that's it. That's our Working Stiff Tools 14-day Horde survival base. Pretty much impenetrable from what we've seen so far. We were on the default difficulty setting, so if you go up, it might be a little bit more difficult. They might do a little more damage. But so far, this seems to be the best base we've found, and that pathing just makes it really easy to control where they go and take care of them in a timely manner. Don't forget a cage. That helps keep the birds off you, and good luck out there.